I hate to say this, love, but you're in my way. You're still in my way. Can't you find something to do?
Such as?
Oh, I don't know. Can't you find anything to do in the garden?
Somebody probably trying to report me for burying stolen goods.
George, love, you've got to snap out of it. I know you had a bad day yesterday, but there's no point in getting more and more depressed. The kids will be home from school soon. You could go and meet them.
Thought they wanted to come home by themselves now.
Just walk along and meet them. It is their first day in a new school. It's as well somebody's there.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
I won't be long.
George? It'll bring you luck, love. And don't forget the kids.
Your Karen came up with a good idea yesterday.
Oh, well, what was that?
Hiring out sewing machines. I think it's worth a try. A lot of people only use them a few times a year. There's no point buying one if you can hire it.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing we could do is prick the fingers. Talking of which. Hello. All right. It's busy. You took on alibi statement.
Can we have a word?
Yeah, sure. This is sort out your statements for you, eh?
About the alibi you gave for Victor.
What about it?
Can we go through it again?
Shall I get Terry?
If by Terry you mean Mr. Sullivan, that'd be a great help.
Make us a cup of tea, will you, see?
No sugar for me, thanks. How's business?
It's all right.
I know what's to come if we want to hire any tools now, don't I, eh?
Yeah, well, we serve any type of customers in here, you know.
How did you get into this business?
I don't know, really.
Yeah, well, it's a living of a sort, I suppose.
Not as exciting as your line, no way.
Oh, it's not all car chases and shootouts, you know. So there's enough variety to keep the mind active. Better than being in a place like this gathering dust.
I was thinking of joining the police once, you know.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Turned me down. Mum and Dad were married.
I've no doubt for days. Oh, look, Bill, there's Ben. Here's an half of the double act. Right, let's go through the whole routine again, shall we? Step by step, very slowly, and in very great detail.
You have to get your results before you apply for university, don't you?
No, you can apply first, and then if you get them, they'll accept you.
Oh. Where do you fancy then? Oxford or Cambridge?
I don't think I'm quite up to that. I'll settle for Liverpool.
Oh, that's nice to know. I thought you'd be off in a bedsit in some faraway place.
Well, I could still live in a bedsit in Liverpool. After all, you'll need the room when the baby arrives.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll worry about that when the time comes, not today. You'll spoil his teeth.
I'm starving.
You're as bad as our Damon. Hey, we've just been talking about universities.
Jumping the gun a bit, aren't you?
Well, that's what I thought, but apparently not. She's thinking of Liverpool.
No.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
Well, I don't know if she's telling the truth. I mean, she might mean London or Newcastle, really, mightn't she?
Come on, that's a bit uncalled for.
Well, what do you want me to say, Sheik? Look, of course I'd be made up if she went to university.
But a local one would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes, it would.
What's it going to be like when Andrew comes round?
Let's hope your dad comes round first.
So Victor Martin Scott just arrives here with 3 electric drills. Out of the blue.
Yeah, that's right. He was skipping me off the malt.
He got them from a junk shop and you gave him a tenner for him.
Yeah, but we tried them first.
And on the basis of this mammoth deal, you went to the Swan to celebrate?
Yeah, no. We went to the Prince Albert for a quiet drink.
Nobody remembers you in there.
Yeah, we were very quiet, weren't we? I mean, I only got on the tables and dropped me keks on a Saturday night. Well, and then we come back here.
With Victor?
Yeah, that's right. We stayed about half an hour or so, maybe longer.
Why did he come back here? Is he into dust after he's had a drink or something?
Well, I mean, we talk business. This is our business premises, you know.
Oh. Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you lads drink in the Swan or the Prince Albert?
Lager? The same.
And what did Victor Martin Scott drink on the night in question?
Golden.
Golden.
It's half bitter and half lager mixed.
So they ran out of lager that night. You'd remember, wouldn't you?
But he didn't.
This isn't good enough.
What isn't?
There's sugar in my tea. That's no way to treat your customers.
Yeah, well, we'll remember that if and when you do come in here as a customer.
That'll do for now. I'll probably see you again later.
You pair of pillocks.
What's up with you?
Just in case.
He knows you're lying.
No, it's just trying it on, that's all.
You're covering up for Victor who's guilty and doing nothing to help George.
Look, we can't help George. If we give Victor to the busies, it won't make things any better for George. It'll just make them worse.
What?
Victor drove the getaway car, right, that had George's street planner. So if the police get hold of Victor, that means it's going to make it 10 times worse for George.
But if George knew about Victor, couldn't he turn him in?
And us now. Look, there's nothing we can do to help, honest.
Honest? You don't know the meaning of the word. George is the only one who's innocent in all this, as far as I can see. And he's the only one that's been arrested.
So far. Let's hope the lager wasn't off that night.
You look like you could use a friend. Hey, guess who I was thinking about last night?
Who?
You. I was probably a bit edgy with you yesterday.
What do you want with me?
Because my mum's not been too well, did I tell you?
Yeah? How is she today?
Oh, much better, thanks, George. Very nice of you to ask. Anyway, I got to thinking about you last night and the state you were in. Don't worry, George. Don't worry.
Where are we going?
No, what struck a chord with me, you see, was you telling me you were a family man. I'm a family man. Yeah, I love kids. Like 'em roasted best. Just a joke, George. Only a joke. Anyway, I got to wondering, like, how you were going to manage.
What do you mean?
Well, I reckon after studying your case with just a passing interest, that you might get sent down.
Well, I haven't done anything.
Now, wait a minute, George. Hang on. I'm going to be your friend. And you're going to be my friend, eh? And you know what they say, a friend in need is a pain in the arse, but I'm going to be your friend. Now, what do friends do? They help each other. So this is what we're going to do. I want you to be a good bloke, nice and quiet up to your trial, right? If you get off, all well and good. But if you go down, I want you to keep nice and quiet and no fuss. Then when you come out, your friend, me, will see you right. Right? I'll tell you why I'm doing this, George. It's me mum. See, I don't want any unnecessary fuss about the house, like. Not what she's got this cold. I mean, I'm bomb-proof, the busies know that. But they're looking for an excuse, see? Now, I don't want you to be that excuse. Right? So, you go inside, keep a zipper on it. When you come out, I'll see you right. And your wife and kids all right if you get sent down.
Don't you go near my wife and kids.
No personal contact, George. Just a little help via the post office, that's all.
I'm innocent.
Oh, aren't we all? But, bit of friendly advice, George. Don't go inside and be a whiner. No, much better to keep quiet, eh? And pretend you're a pen pal of Ronnie Biggs. Nobody likes to whinge you. Mind how you go.
I think we should give her a present now before anybody comes.
You like?
Oh, show some enthusiasm, love. I hope you're not going to sulk like this all evening.
I'm not sulking.
Well, cheer up then. It is supposed to be an happy day for her.
I just don't understand your attitude.
Look, love, I think you've just got to realise that she's growing up a bit. I mean, I was as shocked as you were when I found out who she'd been away with. But it told me more about my attitude than hers when I realised she couldn't talk to us about it.
Look, I gave up on our Barry when he went to Spain and said he'd been to Butlins. But this is our Karen. I thought she was different.
She is different. She's Karen Grant, an individual, a new member of the adult club. Oh, love, I know she's a kid to us. But I think you're going to have to accept some changes.
I suppose so.
Here. You give it her. He's a decent lad, you know. And he's very interested in politics.
Not a member of the Young Conservative Club, is he?
I don't know, love. You'll just have to ask him.
Where's your dad? Dunno. We haven't seen him. I'm starving. It's all right.
He was supposed to meet you from school.
We found a dead bird on the playing field on our first day. You all right, Mum?
What? Oh, yeah.
He's got a right to know. The poor bloke doesn't know what's happening to him.
Look, Johnson will come crashing down on us like a ton of bricks. George drew Tommy McArdle a street plan showing where there was a burnt-out bonded warehouse. He also left his phone number on it, Michelle.
Well, that just proves how innocent he is.
Not to Johnson, it doesn't. Look, Tommy and Victor went and did a job, right? They made a hash of it. They did a runner. Same time, they left George's map inside the car. It's the only firm evidence that the busies have got to go on.
Which is why they've arrested George.
Exactly.
Couldn't you do a deal with the police? George for Victor?
Don't be soft, Michelle.
Why can't you get Victor to come up with a way of getting George off?
Victor was with us, remember?
Well, I couldn't live with myself if I didn't tell George.
You could be living on your own if Johnson cops for us. Listen, if you want to tell George, Michelle, go ahead. But you got to remember, behind this is Tommy McArdle, right? And if he thinks that me and Terry are messing him about, a run-in with Johnson will seem like a day out at the Garden Festival compared to what Tommy McArdle do to me and him. God, why did we get involved?
No meeting tonight?
No, not tonight.
What do you think of the TUC conference so far, then?
A lot of words being spoken. I just hope some action comes out of it.
Yeah, it's all down to words, isn't it?
And money. Talking about words, do you know what tergiversation means?
No.
No, well, I didn't. But I had a dictionary to look it up in, didn't I? And that's when I found them photographs.
And what does it mean?
It means being evasive, deserting a party.
Some party.
All right, she. Had a good rest.
I've been making the beds.
I made mine.
I'm grateful for small mercies, love.
Getting our demons away.
I know, but in his absence, he's still messing up our Barrys. It's as if it had a life of its own.
That reminds me of some horror film we saw when we were away.
Oh, look, it's happened. There's no sense in moping about it.
Hello.
Are you all right?
My dad knows we ran away together.
What did he say?
You couldn't say he was exactly over the moon about it, could you?
Well, look, I brought you this. Do you think I should come in?
I don't know. Oh, thanks.
How did you find out?
The photos?
I suppose she's bound to, really.
My mother was smashing over it, but he was, well, predictable, I suppose.
She'll never forgive you, you know, if you get on to him. You're wrong, you know, love. It isn't the same as when she wanted to visit that army lad Mike in Saffron Walden. I agreed with you then. But not now.
Happy birthday, love.
Thanks, Dad.
How are you, Mr. Grant?
Oh, where is George? He was supposed to pick the kids up from the new school, but he didn't.
He'll be here in a minute. It's early yet.
Suppose something's happened to him. George? Are you all right?
What's happened to him? You're going to have to tell him about Victor.
Look, Michelle, you don't know what evil McArdle's capable of.
And you saw the state of him. He's a wreck with all this.
I know, and I wish there was something I could do to help him.
There is.
Is he all right? He won't talk to me. He's run out of hope.
Yeah, love.
Thanks.
So you went down to the Charity Shield game, did you, lad?
Yeah. The bloke who runs the shop's an Everton fan, so, you know, shut for the day.
You're not an Everton supporter, are you, love?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
I support Manchester United.
Manchester United? You're from Liverpool?
Well, what does it matter? That's just tribalism.
Well, how can anyone from Liverpool support Man United?
Probably uses his motorbike.
See, my dad's from Erms, and, well, he's always taken me there, you know.
Where's Elmston?
North Manchester. I'll take you over there sometime. My gran still lives there.
It's like living next door to the best pub in the world. They're going miles and miles for a bad pint.
No, it isn't.
Now, people travel from all over the country to watch United.
Oh, they get good gates, lad, I'll give you that much.
Even from Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, regularly.
Hello? Who from? It's a reverse call from our Damon.
I want a word with him.
Oh, thanks. I'm surprised you remembered.
Right.
Hello?
Oh, great. Now we can all eat.
Well, Barry and Celia just came in. They've come round for tea.
What would you like to drink, love?
I'd have a white wine, please.
Anyone for the red?
Yeah, I'll support the Reds, Dad.
Smashing.
Andrew, this is Celia. Celia and Andrew.
Pleased to meet you.
Do you want a word with them, Mum?
Please, love.
All right, put your arm to me, Mum. Try.
I'll have a word with him, she, when you're finished.
Hello, love. How are you?
He seems to be having a good time.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he is as well.
What do you do when you finish work, then? Oh, so you don't need to go into the centre of London for anything?
She there. Come right out with it. Ask him, has he been round Soho yet?
You can't just stay in here. You've got to sign on soon.
I know.
Do you want me to come with you?
No.
What did he say to you?
Marie, I don't want to talk.
You'll have to tell the police about it.
You right, George?
Where are the kids?
Out playing?
Are they all right?
Yeah. Yeah, they got home okay. They like the new school. George, please come down and have some tea.
I'm not hungry.
Will you stop punishing yourself? We're family. We know what you're going through. Don't cut yourself off.
Forgot to pick the kids up. Anything could have happened to them.
They got home all right.
Where did you go this afternoon, George?
Just walked and walked.
Terry's got something to tell you that might help.
Walked all around the old estate.
What might help him?
Well, I know the fella who drove the getaway car.
The car where your street plan was found.
Who was it?
I don't want to know about it.
Who was it?
Marie, you're better off not knowing. Just get the kids in the house and don't think about it.
We're trying to help you, George.
Nobody could help. Just get out. Get out the lot of you and leave me alone.
We need anything that might help.
Don't tell me. Just get out. Get out and shut the door.
Mr. Grant? I'm sorry.
What for?
Deceiving you about the holiday. I know I don't know really, but I wanted to come out and say it. But Karen, well, she said it might hurt you too much to think that, well, to think that she was growing up and that you might, well, lose, I suppose. So, sorry.
I think my dad's got a speech making, Adel.
All right, clever Dick. I was going to propose a toast. A toast to a young lady, you know. Well, I know I should have written something down for this momentous occasion, but I haven't. So, well, you're just going to have to bear with me.
Dad, this is so embarrassing.
Well, I'm going to say it anyway. It's only just dawned on me what this occasion's all about. It's not just a birthday, it's a turning point, isn't it? Our Karen's no longer a little girl. Although to me, well, she'll always be my little girl, won't she? But to the rest of the world, well, she's a young woman. And I wish her all the success in the future. Even in a world with all its senseless bombings and killings and greed and cruelty, there are still some things of beauty. And there are people who think of other people as well as themselves. Well, I think our Karen's one of them people. So here's to you. All the best. Cheers.
To Karen.